Hi guys, I just wanted to kind of take a few minutes to introduce you to a cool online application. It's called Gizmos, and I'm not too sure how many of you may have seen it in the past. I know we haven't had a chance to use it yet in class, but I thought this would be a perfect time to give you a little more hands-on interactive approach to balancing equations. So yesterday we took a look at how we can count atoms in an equation and look at the reactants and the products and make sure that they balance out. So what goes in must come out. So I found this cool simulation. And I'm going to go through the step-by-step real quick, just in case some of you have never logged in before. So if you notice this page, all you need to go through is explorelearning.com, and it will pull this up for you. So you can see that website there across the bar at the top. Once you're here, you want to hit that login and enroll button. When you click that, you'll notice that my login comes up as a teacher, but you'll notice that there's a student class enrollment code here. I've already entered the code that I want you guys to go to for our class, but KJLFF2, we want to put that in there and click Enroll in Class. Once you're there, it will take you here, and you have two options. If you already have an account and you've logged into Explore Learning or Gizmos in the past, you can log in now, or you can click the Register Now option, and it will take you to the spot where you need to put in your information. So for this, you really only need a first and last name. You'll notice here it says that email is not required for students. And then you can create a username and a password and submit. Okay, so since I'm already signed up, I'm just going to go back here to that login screen. So for any of you that already have an account, then you can just jump right to this login like I'm going to do. So when you're here, you're going to see that you can enroll in that class, and it's confirming that the class code that we entered is what you want to enroll in. So SNC2P will be us, and then you'll see my name right there. So then you just hit login. I'm going to change my name here. So I'm in as a student. So I'll hit login. It will take you to this screen, and you'll see that I've already kind of put together a bunch of different gizmos. You guys are welcome to play around with any of these. You'll notice biology here at the top that we've already covered, some chemical changes and bonds. You're welcome to try those. And then some of this other stuff we haven't got to yet, but we will eventually, and hopefully we'll get to see some of these gizmos as well. But for you guys, I would like you to try this balancing chemical equations one. You just need to click on this or click launch. It will pull it up for you. And then when it loads, you'll see that we have an activity with actual atoms. So there are a few different equations. We're going to get into the different ones here eventually. You will get to see all of these different types, but it doesn't matter which one you select for now. You just need to work on balancing. So we'll start with synthesis just as an example. You'll notice here that I have hydrogen. So I have a hydrogen molecule. I have an oxygen molecule here and one water molecule. So these are the reactants. This is your product here, and we need to balance out the reactants with the products. So you can increase or decrease using these buttons. If you know which number should be here for your coefficient, you can enter that now and put the number and hit enter, and it will increase the number of molecules. Once you start messing around with the numbers here, you can click Show Summary, and it will give you a breakdown of how many atoms are there before and after. It will tell you whether or not the equation is balanced. The other thing you can do is down here at the bottom is a Show Histogram. This just shows you a graph, and it shows you there's an abundance of hydrogen before compared to after, and then oxygen is a little off as well. So you can just play around with those numbers until they actually balance out. So you can decrease those and see that the number starts to slowly balance out here. You'll notice that we have one carbon, but two going in, so we'll probably have to increase the number of water. That balances out our oxygen, and you'll notice here it actually balanced our hydrogen, and we get that check mark. You guys are welcome to play around with all of these, see if you can balance out some of these other equations just to get that extra practice in.